Hi, today's recipe will be whole wheat Egyptian baguette. We'll start with flour, whole wheat flour, water, salt, baking powder, and I'll show you later what we're gonna do with this: oil, vinegar, sugar, yeast, and water for the yeast. We're gonna start with making the yeast. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of sugar to a quarter cup of warm water, and we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of yeast. We're gonna mix well and set it aside. And then we're gonna add 1 cup of whole wheat flour and 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna start stirring a little bit. Then we're gonna add a quarter teaspoon of salt, quarter cup of oil, and we're gonna add our yeast mix. We're gonna make a mix of flour, sugar, baking powder, and vinegar to help the bread to rise better. We're gonna mix all together until it bubbles like that, and we're gonna add it to our flour mix. And then this is 2 cups of warm water. We're gonna start adding it little by little, and then until the dough comes together, pulls apart from our bowl. We're gonna speed a little bit, and then we're gonna knead the dough for about 5 minutes until we get a smooth dough like so. We're gonna form a ball. We're gonna add some oil to our ball. This is the dough, and this is some oil in our bowl. Adding our dough to it. Cover it with plastic wrap and a towel, and let it rise until it doubled in size, and that took about an hour or so. Depends on the weather. After an hour, this is how the dough looks like. We're gonna form a log. And we're gonna start cutting the dough. It depends on the size of the bread that you want to make. I cut it into 8 pieces. And I'm gonna start shaping it into a small balls and set it aside to rest for about 15 minutes. Brush a baking sheet with some oil, and after resting, we're gonna start taking our first ball, and we're gonna start shaping it into a rectangle. You can use your hand or you can use a rolling pin. After getting it to that point, we're gonna start rolling the dough and pressing down with our fingers until we get one log, and we're gonna start sealing the dough so we make it seamless. like so, and we put it away in the baking sheet that we already oiled it. This is another one. And then I'm gonna show you how to make a hamburger bun using the same dough. We're gonna flat the ball into a circle, and we're gonna start tucking in the sides inside in the middle, and then we're gonna close it into a small ball. And then we're gonna press down with our hands like so. I'm gonna show you another one. Make sure to leave enough space between every baguette or every bun, because we're gonna let our proof for the second time, so we'll have enough space. Before leaving it to proof, we're gonna brush the top of it with some milk so it doesn't get dry. And then after that, we're gonna leave it to proof for about 30 minutes until it doubles in the size. And then we're gonna brush it again with some milk. This is just plain milk. This is just to make it crispy and brown, golden brown from the top. And this is how it looks after it proofed. I'm gonna bake it in 425 degrees preheated oven for about 12 minutes, and then take it out, cover it with a towel until it cools down. And this is how it looks like after it's baked. Very soft, like how you see, and it tasted really, really good. And this is how you make Egyptian whole wheat baguette and hamburger buns. I hope that you like it and enjoy.